So in today's video, or in this video, we're going to be exploring another NLP technique called the Swish pattern. Swish. The Swish pattern is a technique designed to help individuals change unwanted habits or negative thought patterns. And it works by replacing a negative mental image with a more positive and empowering one. So let's look at the 5 steps of the Swish pattern. Number 1, you identify the trigger image. You start by having your client identify a specific situation or thought that triggers unwanted behavior or negative feelings, and you ask them to visualize this trigger as vividly as possible. Step 2 is to create a desired state image. You have your client create a compelling and positive and interesting image of how they want to feel or behave instead. And this desired state should be clear and vibrant and associated with all sorts of positive emotions. And number 3, you have them set up the images in their mind. You ask the client to place the negative trigger image in their mind's eye and have them imagine the desired state in a small dim form in the lower corner of the negative image. You guide your client to rapidly switch the images in their mind. The desired state image should grow quickly, bigger, brighter, and it overtakes the negative image, which should shrink and fade away. Now, it's important to remember you encourage them to do this quickly, literally with a mental swish sound to reinforce the transition. This is something we'll see a lot in NLP, combining these different modalities. And 5, reinforce, repeat. You have them do this a bunch of times until the desired state image consistently and automatically replaces the negative trigger image. This repetition helps to reprogram their response. And the final step is, after several repetitions, you test the effectiveness by asking your client to think of the original trigger. They should notice a shift in their automatic response, feeling more aligned with the positive desired state. Now, this Swish pattern is effective because it leverages the power of visualization and rapid mental shifts to create lasting change. By consistently replacing the negative triggers with positive images, clients can rewire their thought patterns and behaviors. Now, how to incorporate this into breath work. Essentially, you're going to have whatever breath you're working with, a calming, deep breaths, and you have them, as they're breathing deeply, visualizing this desired state, help them to anchor the positive feelings and integrate them more deeply into this mind-body connection. So when they're feeling good, that's when you have them thinking about the good stuff. In the next video, we're going to be looking at a really important technique called pacing and leading.